Hi everybody and welcome back to the channel. Today's tutorial is going to be a quick one. It's going to be a time lapse and it is painting the eye of a tiger. Now whilst you watch me draw this, I am often doing little studies such as this, whether it be an eye or fur or even a nose or some other part of the animal. They are really useful for honing your skills and understanding the anatomy of not just big cats but other animals too. So I've used a little bit of ochre and I'm using cerulean to be its complement, and you can see there's a little stronger color going in there, and I'm easing it out with some oranges, reds. I use a lot of transparent orange and a lot of vermilion as well as Indian yellow, so that gives me my broad range of warm colors. And now I'm going in with a bit of indigo, and as well you know, indigo is a very favorite color pigment of mine when it comes to watercolor. So you see me adding in some of the structural features, you know, the fur, the eyebrows and eye flashes, I like to call them. I'm not sure what they would actually be called. And I'm just adding layer upon layer, wet in wet most often, and just generally building the eye up. And at different times you'll see me pause in a sense where I've allowed the paint layer to dry before I commence, but otherwise you see me looking at lifting bits out and adding bits in and generally building. Now the nice thing is that this is a exercise not just in the eye of the tiger but also in complementaries. You saw me pause there and there was a little dry time, and now I've gone in with a second layer over the eye and I'm redefining the shape of the eye and the form of the eye. So the first pass was literally almost like an undercoat where I blocked in and I got certain parts established. Now I'm building the layers. I'm building the deeper structure around the eye, the darks, and those darks are indigo and transparent orange. Now both of those being transparent colors give a real deep black, and they're well worth remembering as part of your palette. But you can see I'm allowing the blues to come through, so you get this subtle sort of bleed in the eye, which is just that softness that I'm looking for. I'm actually also now building some of the eye stripe out, and it's what gives the characteristic of the tiger all its stripes, as we all know. So I'm not sort of doing anything different there, but I'm adding some blues to give me some tonal some complementary colors against those warm colors. So they're the shadow parts of the fur just under the eye and just above the eye, as you can well see. But I'm all the time I'm building and looking and just enhancing more and more details and deepening that shadow mark across the eye. Now the eyebrow is quite deep, it's into sun, and therefore the tiger will have a pronounced brow, and therefore there will be this beautiful shadow color which gives the contrast to the eye. It gives it that three-dimensional look. All the time I'm looking and refining, adding little tweaks here, little bits there, and a lot of the time the paper is damp. Oh, I did forget to tell you that this is £300 rough paper by I think it's Archer's, this one. Now I'm putting in the actual pupil of the eye, and it's just a real, you've got to look at the shape, but it's a real dark black. Now the black is again indigo and either burnt sienna or the transparent orange. Now I'm going to put in that warm stripe again where the first one wasn't quite enough. This one will add that extra bit of detail. And you'll see me leaving and preserving a little area where I will put a white highlight into that eye later on in this painting. Now I'm using some gouache, white gouache with a little bit of ultramarine just to tap in that lovely bluish stripe under the eye and also across the pupil, that beautiful bit of blue. Now that blue in that one is actually cerulean blue. I used cerulean with the white, and now I've put the first part of the highlight into the eye, which gives it and brings the whole thing to life. And as you can see, I'm using a little bit more with some yellow, some lemon yellow actually, or Aureolin in my case, and that just gives those extra bits of light within the iris or the whole of the eye structure. It just brings the whole thing to life, I think. Now I'm just looking at finishing off really, and I'm sort of looking at the structure, the eye stripes and the hairs, and I'm using negative space, so I'm painting the darks into the lights. Therefore it gives the idea that the light hair is coming over and into the black stripe or the dark stripe. Now I'm just reinforcing that darker patch under the eye and the dark stripes that start to form as the cheek goes down and round to form the rest of the face. I'm not painting it all, I'm just doing this little area, but it does give you some idea, not just of the eye, but also that the way the hair can be formed. But I'm not going to put too much detail in that because this whole picture is really about the eye itself. I just want your attention drawn to the eye, and hopefully that's what's happened. Now what I will say while we're just finishing this off is that if you want to see the full version of this, check out my Patreon page. The details will be listed below, so take a look at my Patreon page. Now it is growing, and I will admit there's not masses on there right now, but I am working very hard continually to add more and more content for you to enjoy and get the benefit from. This is going to be around about a 40-minute tutorial, step by step, fully narrated, so that you can gain all the color mixes and all the essence of the whole thing. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll catch you all on the very next painting that I do, which will probably be on Thursday. So until that time, happy painting, have a go at this one, and I'll catch you all in the next video very, very soon. All the best for now. Bye bye. Thanks for watching, everybody. If you've enjoyed this, please hit the like button and add your comments. They'd be very welcome and always answered. And if you're not a subscriber, please hit that subscribe button now. And for your information, there's another video there and another video there. All the best. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Bye bye for now. Bye.